Now it is quite a walk back from the fishing dock over here to my base. It's kind of up the hill and on through the fields a bit, but I think it would be a really neat idea if we could connect it with a pathway. I feel like it would feel a bit more connected, physically and metaphorically, I guess. It's only just up this hill with the cherry trees that we'd have to go, so it's really not too much, and if I'm being completely honest, I'd probably just do path blocks the entire way. Usually if I was to make some sort of pathway in Minecraft, I'd do something a little bit more than that, but my supplies are still very much so limited. Yeah, I think that would feel a lot nicer to walk through if we had a designated walkway. How often I'll actually end up using it, I'm not quite sure. I'll do my best to stick to the path, but what I do need to do is craft a bunch of stone shovels because I don't really want to waste my iron on this sort of thing. 3, and I've already got 4 over here, so, or I've got 1 more over here, so that should be fine. And I can pretty easily make some more. So I guess no time to waste. Let's start paving the way. Just trying to think if maybe it would be wise, and I think it would be if we just kind of plot a course first of all. And then we can add some other parts of the terrain afterwards. So we'll just go in a straight line for now, not really doing too much. Trying not to break all of the ground as I go, but it's proving quite difficult. So this is just to give me a rough idea of where I've got to go. Then, as I said, afterwards we'll come along and expand out a little bit on the sides. I think maybe can I do something like this? And I'll go across that bit. That might need a little bit more work, I think. It doesn't look great. So it's just over there by those horses. That's the rough, hey buddy, direction that I'm going in. Oh, we've come across a ravine. What do we want to do here? Do we want to go over the ravine? Probably not, probably not. Let's actually go ahead and replace some of these blocks back down, I think. Get rid of the path blocks and turn them back into dirt. And then we'll kind of take a bit of a wayward journey around the ravine. Maybe someday we could build a bridge over it. That would be kind of cool. But I think it's going to be surprising just how long it takes to pave a bunch of blocks all the way along. And my first shovel has already broken. I think it would also be a nice idea to possibly do this again going to the village that's just over yonder. Just try and link everything up so it all feels like it's one. And it's not just a bunch of builds that are near each other but not really connected. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go down this hill? Preferably not a very steep bit. I think maybe if we kind of start down here, we'll have to connect these two up. That's fine. I'm also not super fussed about adding in any stairs or slabs. I can do a little bit of jumping, it's fine. Where are we? Okay, we're over here. So then if we just connect them up like that, get rid of the tall grass, and there we go. Go on down this way, and then we'll start making our way down, kind of. It's going to be a bit of a steep bit over here, but that is fine. Try and shape the terrain a little bit as I go, just to make it slightly easier. Is it just around this corner? Yes, it is. Okay, fantastic. See, that didn't take too long at all, and we're here already. I do just have to... Oh, another one's gone. Something tells me we might need more than 4 shovels. There we go. We made it. Now we have to just go back along and expand it out a little bit, because this is not really that good of a walkway right now, or a pathway, I should say. I think first things first, because I haven't done this yet, let me just dump off some items that I don't need into my fishing barrel here. Let's see, I guess we'll try to keep this to just fish. And fish-related items, like the rod. I'll try not to clutter too much. Okay, let's start expanding. This is the easy bit. We just have to spam the grass blocks a little bit either side of the path we've already made. Doesn't have to be super pretty. Doesn't also have to be super symmetrical either. I think it'd be better if it wasn't, honestly. Feels a bit more natural. So if we look like we miss a block here or there, or do a few too many, that's fine. No problem at all. How is this looking now? Let's just have a little walk along. Yeah, I like that. That's a good amount. I like that width. Just 2 or 3 blocks wide. No more than that. Now I know I'm using stone tools for this because it doesn't really matter which level of tool we use. It's just as quick doing it with stone, wood, diamond, iron, whatever. But I would at some point really like to upgrade my tools so I can have more than just stone for everything. So maybe soon we'll head back down into the caves and see if we can find even just a little bit more iron. I'm not sure if we'll be able to find any diamonds or anything like that. I don't want to spend all my time down in the caves. I like it down there, but it is dark and dingy. And I prefer it out here a little bit more, I gotta be honest. But a bit of a tool upgrade would not go amiss, that's for sure. Okay, we are coming up to that bit in a second where I made some changes to the shape of the terrain. So I'm going to need a little bit extra dirt just to kind of flesh that out a little bit more. Tell you what, before we finish it up here, sun is going down, so let's go pop my bed back in the house so we can go to sleep. Because I believe, yep, there it is. I did bring it with me, so let's go put it back in its rightful place. I probably should have just made a spare bed by now, one that I can bring with me. But I don't think I actually have the wall supplies. No, I don't. While I'm here, though, I am just going to dump off some items. I really need to do something about storage. It's a bit of a mess here, isn't it? And I'm really running out of room. Okay, it's all just going to have to go in here for now. And that'll be fine. I'll sort it another time, maybe. No promises. For right now, it's late, so I gotta go to bed. Oh, okay. Ready for some more paving. First of all, though, I could do with another shovel. I don't think this one's going to quite make it all the way back. So, where's my cobblestone? There it is. Let's make 2 more. That should do the job. Now let's see, where did we get to? Oh, here's that part I was looking to just place a few more blocks in. Oh, I had the perfect amount, look at that. Always nice when that happens. So I got to here, right? Yeah, roughly. Now if we do start to get a few more supplies in the future, I would like to add something simple as coarse dirt into this, just so it's more than one block. That's usually my go-to, path blocks and coarse dirt. But I honestly don't think I even have the gravel supplies for that. I barely have the dirt supplies. So, as I said, for now path blocks are going to have to do. So many flowers around though. I love these things, but I am going to have to break some. They're a little bit in the way. Oh, we're getting there. We're right here. I just looked up and realized we're on my doorstep. Thought I still had a little bit of ways to go, but obviously not. Maybe I didn't need both of those shovels. That's fine. I'll use them at some point. Oh, that is something that is not going to fly. Do I have any dirt? No, I'm going to need to grab a couple of blocks here because I'm not a big fan of how this looks right here. I don't want to be able to see through the terrain quite like that. There we are. Perfect. Okay, just a few more blocks and there we are. Up to the front door. That's really nice actually. What could be a nice idea, and it depends on how many blocks I have. Not enough, I don't think. Possibly. We'll maybe start it and see how it goes. I wanted to add a few torches along here just to brighten up the pathway. Let's grab a little bit more coal to make some torches. Turn all of this into planks. And need some more sticks to make fences. Okay, 21. I don't even have 21 torches. 20. Okay, that's good enough. So just to light the way, then if it's ever night time and I gotta walk along here. Even though I avoid nighttime at all costs, I'd still like to have the option to have it bright along here. So just a few dotted around. Oh, we got a bit thin over here. Let's just expand that ever so slightly. This is the type of thing that I could just sit here for hours on end, ever so slightly tweaking it. And then once I'm done, it probably wouldn't look that much different anyway. That's why I'm trying not to spend too much time overthinking all of this. I think let's just push this back a little bit. Trying to get it so the fence doesn't connect to any of the blocks. I think it just looks a little bit better like that. Yeah, see, like that. Not a big fan. Doesn't look bad, just for continuity really with the rest of them. Nearly there, just a couple more. We'll do one here and then one maybe right here can be the last one. And there we go. Our fishing dock is now connected up to the house. That is actually a really neat little thing. Let's take a walk along here and we can head back home. Ah, this is nice. Such a simple task. It's taken no time at all, but I think it can really change how your world comes across. Doesn't make it look extreme or incredible or anything like that. It sure can if you do a really fancy pathway, but just something so simple is so effective. And just like that, we're back home. Maybe there's a quicker, more direct route over the ravine, for instance, but it's fine to take just a little bit of time, that extra bit longer going along the pathway. And besides, for how often I'll probably use the dock, it's alright if it takes a bit longer.